What's up? What's up? Got a failure. These cheap servo mounts here. This is, I don't know, shit steel. So that because the brake's constantly wobbling, that fatigued and broke off one of the 4 posts here. Got a grade 8 quarter 20 that's gonna be chopped up to fix those, but the biggest update is the hood. Sewing machine turned out well, and this is actually a Kaizen foam that you would put inside of a toolbox, cut it out for different shapes of your tools and slide it in so that things don't wobble around when you shove the door. Turned out great for that hood. The arc is made not with anything internal structurally, but it's pinned up against these 2 posts with a piece of aluminum rail inside of the pillow that was sewed up. It goes over top of the 1.25" foam. One there and then one on the left to provide a pinch. That way everything's cinched up and gives that nice arc. The back's still not tidied up. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Either a piece of black tape, or I think I'm gonna get like an 1.25" weather stripping to seal up the back. But yeah, I think it's gonna be definitely an upgrade. I thought about using this Go board. It's the it's polyvinyl, some kind of polymer, not PVC. It's meant for tile backing or a floorboard. Problem was, I mean, this thing probably weighs about 5 pounds. Much more rigid and stiff, but that's before I had that arc idea to give my head a little bit more room to be able to get in and out of the rig easily. Plus, this is the weight of this, and needing to keep the top of the rig as light as possible so that the motion is not restricted was a priority. With the goal here now being in the seat, looking up, my peripheral vision when I'm fully looking forward, and I can't see any of the ceiling. So while the motion rig is doing its thing, my eyes won't be focused on a specific static point, throwing off my brain into what I should be looking at is the actual road and driving. Obviously, in this photo, you see the other issue. I could see that corner, and I could see that corner. I could see the floor here, and I could see the floor there. So there is going to be some type of a drape sewn up to add a little bit more shadow. That way, my eyes are about here. Everything in this screen you see now will be covered up with black or some protection so you can't see out of the sim. What else has changed? Got the front servo surge all done. I think I talked about that last time, where it's mini surge. Oh yeah, these floor runners to tidy up the floor underneath the linear rails. That'll be nice. That thing is amazing. Steam cleaned all the grime and gunk that's popped up on this wooden floor in the last year of construction. So it's spick and spam. Nice. Last thing to do is probably going to be to anchor down the front surge rail. I did do that, didn't I? There it is. There's 3D printed front mount to mimic. These guys here have this spring that allows some pre-tension inside of the actuator to make sure the ball screw doesn't have any backlash. I'm missing that up front solely because I don't have a place to mount that spring at the base. So this replacement part now, exactly the same except for the little ears up front, which will take a 1/4 and allow that spring to tie onto this plate and then go down to the bottom, similar to back here. Oh, well, that's where the update stands. Later.